Hello friends, today's topic is about important products of the glycine metabolism. So simple, we are knowing that glycine is the simplest amino acid, but this amino acid is not only utilized for the protein formation, it is also utilized for the formation of some important molecule inside our body. So which are the important product or molecule which are generated with the help of this glycine amino acid that we will look in this video. So we are already knowing that it is simplest amino acid. Further, this glycine cleavage system that is simplest or major pathway for the breakdown of glycine, and when this glycine is broken down that will generate ammonia molecule, carbon dioxide, but apart from that one carbon group is generated, and that one carbon group that is methylene THFA that is also utilized for the donation of this methylene means CH2 group for the various purpose. So glycine undergo oxidative deamination, reversal of this glycine synthase to form ammonia, carbon dioxide and the one carbon unit that is methylene THFA. So one of the important molecule that is CH2 that is generated with the help of breakage of or breakdown of the glycine amino acid. So glycine cleavage system is a multi-enzyme complex that already we have discussed, and for that NAD plus tetrahydrofolic acid and vitamin B6 pyridoxal phosphate is needed and major catabolic route of the glycine. Now when needed or when glucose is needed in our body, then glycine is also one of the molecule which can donate their carbon skeleton for the formation of glucose molecule. So glycine is considered a glucogenic. So first glycine that will be converted into the serine with the hydroxymethyl transferase enzyme. Now this serine that will be converted into the pyruvate and pyruvate to glucose. Already we have discussed how glycine to glucose molecule is generated. So first you have to remember glycine will be converted into the serine, serine to pyruvate and pyruvate to glucose formation by gluconeogenesis pathway. So these two are the main use. One that is one carbon metabolism means donation of the methylene tetrahydrofolic acid. Second that is glucogenic amino acid means it is providing carbon skeleton for the formation of glucose. Now some special metabolic function of this glycine, and it is this glycine molecule is utilized for the formation of other important molecule like glutathione. Glutathione itself a tripeptide because it contains 3 amino acid, not a 3 peptide bond. You have to remember glutathione that is tripeptide which contain 3 amino acid, that is gamma glutamyl cystinyl glycine. So glycine is present in a structure of glutathione. Second that is ALA, that is delta amino levulinic acid, which is required or first step of the heme synthesis. So that is also important function of the glycine. So for the formation of ALA, for the formation of glutathione, glycine is needed. Apart from that, bile salt, that is glycocholic acid or taurocholic acid, but in glycocholic acid the glyco part that is from the glycine. So for the bile salt formation also this glycine is needed. Most important function of glycine, that is formation of creatine, creatine phosphate and creatinine. Now you have to remember creatine and creatinine both are different. So that creatine formation also that glycine is needed. Next thing that is conjugating agent. So glycine itself that can work as a conjugating agent for the various purpose. So bile salt in that also one of the conjugating function. Apart from that conjugating function for the detoxification process also. So that another function. So simple G for glycine and G for glutathione. Then you can remember like ABC. A means ALA, B for bile salt and C for creatine and also conjugating agent. Now apart from that, glycine, whole molecule of glycine is utilized for the purine nucleotide formation. Purine that is adenine and guanine, and for that whole molecule of glycine will be utilized. So that glycine is also required for the purine formation. Apart from that, glycine is also working as a neurotransmitter. Now one by one in detail of each important molecule formation that we will look. So first that is how this glycine is synthesized. So we have already seen that from the protein we can get the glycine molecule, from the serine and threonine that also glycine can be synthesized, and glycine synthase system that can also produce the glycine molecule. Now this glycine will be diverted for the further protein formation. It can be catabolized into a glucogenic pathway, or it can be generate ammonia molecule, and that ammonia will be degraded in the form of urea molecule for the excretion purpose. Now glycine is utilizing for the formation of choline, that is same which is utilized for the acetylcholine formation. Glycine can also diverted for the glyoxylic pathway, glyoxylic acid and oxalate formation. Further, most important function of glycine that is creatine, creatine phosphate and creatinine formation. whole molecule of glycine is utilized for the purpose of purine ring formation. Glycine is also utilized for the ALA, that is delta aminolevulinic, and heme formation. Glycine that is also required for the glutathione formation, bile salt and conjugation process, and particularly hippuric acid formation. Now one by one in detail of that molecule that we will look. So first, creatine and creatine phosphate. So creatine is synthesized from the 3 amino acid. So it is sometime asked in the exam which 3 amino acid is needed for the creatine formation. You have to remember GAM, that is glycine, arginine and methionine. G for glycine, arginine and methionine. These three are needed for the creatine formation, and this creatine make about 0.5% of the total muscle weight. So it is most important protein in the muscle. Now for that creatine formation, the first reaction, that is arginine plus glycine, these two amino acid combine and make a guanidoacetic acid or guanidoacetate, and this reaction is catalyzed by the amidotransferase enzyme. Now most important thing, that reaction is not occurring in the liver, but it will occur in the kidney and pancreas. So you have to remember that for the creatine formation, liver is not playing role. So this amidotransferase enzyme is not present in the liver. So it is present in the mitochondria of kidney and pancreas. Now further, this guanidoacetate will combine with the S-adenosyl methionine, that is the active form of the methionine, by methyl transferase enzyme to form the creatine. So second reaction that will occur in the liver. So first reaction in the kidney, second reaction in the liver. So you have to remember for the creatine formation, first reaction in the kidney, second reaction in the liver, because sometime it is asked in the exam. Now first reaction that already we have discussed, glycine plus arginine, that will make guanidoacetate, and arginine that will be converted into the ornithine, that is same as a urea cycle. So this enzyme is present in mitochondria of kidney and pancreas, but not in the liver. That is the most important point you have to remember. Further, this guanidoacetate will be converted into the creatine. This reaction will occur in the liver. So this reaction for that particular S-adenosyl methionine, which is the active form of methionine, is needed. Now this reaction is occurring in the liver. Now finally this creatine will be converted into the creatine phosphate. So in the muscle, this energy level is with the help of this creatine phosphate, and that is immediate source of energy providing in the muscle fiber, that is creatine phosphate, rather than the ATP. So this ATP is mostly donating this activated phosphate molecule or this high energy bond to the creatine, and this creatine is converted into the creatine phosphate, and that is converting ATP to ADP. Now already we are knowing that CK, that is nothing but creatine kinase, which enzyme that is present in the muscle, brain and heart. We are already knowing that isoenzyme of the creatine kinase, that is CKMM, that is present in the muscle, CKBB that is present in the brain, and CKMB that is present in the heart. Means this creatine kinase that is particularly present in muscle, brain and heart, it is quite different from the mitochondrial creatine kinase, but at present you have to remember creatine to creatine phosphate is mostly occurring in the muscles. So major proportion that is in the muscle, also present in the brain and heart. So you have to remember for the creatine formation that 3 different location. First reaction that is in the kidney, second location that is in the liver, and third location that is in the muscle. Now this particular creatine phosphate that is making a main source of energy during a muscular contraction. So this conversion of ATP to ADP and simultaneously creatine to creatine phosphate, that is considered as a Lohmann's reaction. So sometime it is asked what is Lohmann reaction. That is nothing but conversion of creatine to creatine phosphate with the help of ATP, and that is considered Lohmann's reaction. So further, this creatine phosphate, sometime from this creatine phosphate spontaneously creatinine is generated, and this creatinine that is excreted in the urine. So here you can look that particular phosphate molecule is removed, and spontaneously means non-enzymatic, means sometime it is asked in the exam particularly which enzyme is needed for creatinine formation. For the creatinine which is present in the urine, that does not require any enzyme for the formation of this creatinine. So creatine that is different, creatinine is different. Creatinine that is generated from the creatine phosphate, and that is spontaneous non-enzymatic reaction. So further you have to remember that serum creatinine level, that is 0.7 to 1.4 milligram per deciliter, which is measured for the kidney function test or the renal function test, but serum creatine level that is quite low, 0.2 to 0.4 milligram per deciliter. Now urine contains negligible amount of the creatine, but majority of that molecule molecule, that is creatinine, is present in the urine. But particularly in muscular dystrophy, where excessive damage of the muscle fiber, so this muscle fiber which is containing this creatine kinase, so blood creatine level and urinary creatinine level are increased. So blood creatine, that is 0.2 to 0.4, that will be increased, as well as urinary creatinine level is increased. Now further, this glycine, so up to here we have seen that important molecule formation about creatine, creatine phosphate and creatinine. Now next, that is synthesis of heme, and for that enzyme ALA synthesis needed, that is condensing glycine. So we are talking about glycine, which is also required for this ALA formation, that is delta aminolevulinic acid, and that is the first step of the heme synthesis. Heme is needed for the hemoglobin formation. So this ALA synthase, that is a key enzyme of the heme synthesis, where also this pyridoxal phosphate vitamin is needed or working as a coenzyme. Second, that is synthesis of purine. So whole molecule of glycine is incorporated into the purine ring formation. Next, synthesis of glutathione. Glutathione, that is tripeptide. It is also a pseudopeptide. You have to remember that pseudopeptide formed from the glutamic acid, cysteine and glycine. So it is this glutathione that is important molecule for the various purpose. It is utilized for the Mister cycle, means neutral amino acid absorption in the intestine as well as in the kidney, free radical scavenging, particularly to maintain RBC cell membrane integrity. Also that particular MET, hemoglobin to hemoglobin formation, also this glutathione is needed. So this particular structure of glutathione, that is gamma glutamyl cysteanyl glycine, which is important molecule generated with the help of glycine amino acid. So that is also important product of the glycine. Further, this glycine is utilized as a conjugating agent, means bile acid. So that bile acid over that glycine is attached. So glycine is used to conjugate over the bile acid to produce the bile salt. So bile acid to bile salt formation, that glycine is needed. So glycocholic acid, that is a particular bile acid. So glycochinodioxycholic acid and are the main conjugated bile acid. So this sodium and potassium salt of this bile acid, that is generated with the attachment of the glycine. Apart from that glycine, sometimes taurine is also attached. So taurine that is attached, so it is called taurocholic acid. But glycine is attached, then it is called glycocholic acid. So that attachment of glyco, that is indicating attachment or conjugation with the glycine. So for the bile salt formation, this glycine is also needed. One more function of this glycine, that is detoxification. So benzoic acid, that is used as a small amount in a preservative of the food. Simple, mostly in a pickle, that benzoic acid is used as a preservative. But so when this preservative will enter inside our body, that will be detoxified with the help of glycine. So glycine is used for the detoxification of benzoic acid to form the hippuric acid. Now this hippuric acid, that will be excreted in the urine. So for the excretion of benzoic acid, this glycine is needed. Glycine will attach over the benzoic acid and finally make hippuric acid, and that will be appear in the urine. So normally hippuric acid is not present, but suppose preservative is taken, then only this hippuric acid will be appear in the urine. So conjugation occur in the liver, and so it is also considered the index of the liver function. So conjugating agent, that is also another function of the glycine. Glycine is seen in the brainstem and the spinal cord. So it opens a chloride specific channel. So glycine is also considered itself as a neurotransmitter. So in moderate level, glycine inhibit the neuronal traffic, but at the high level, it causes the overexcitation. So initially that will lead to the inhibit neuronal traffic, but high level, that is creating overexcitation. So you have seen that glycinemia, that can also lead to the mental retardation. So mental retardation, that is also seen because itself is also working as a neurotransmitter, and excess level, that can lead to the overexcitation inside this particularly brainstem and spinal cord. Now this glycine is also part of the various protein molecule, and most important protein molecule, that is collagen fiber. So glycine is seen where the polypeptide chain bends or turns. So for the formation of this beta turn or loop formation, beta loop formation, this glycine amino acid, being a smallest and simplest amino acid, is very useful for the structure formation of particular protein. So most importantly, collagen fiber, so triple helical structure, and that is also because of this glycine amino acid. So every third amino acid in this collagen fiber, that is made up of the glycine, and that is making important structure of the collagen fiber. So already we have discussed that purine ring. In that purine ring formation, whole molecule of glycine is incorporated, that is making 4th carbon, 5th carbon and 7th nitrogen of purine ring, that is with the help of glycine. Also this glycine is utilized for the glyoxylic acid or glycolate and oxalate molecule formation. So we have also discussed about this hyperoxaluria, primary hyperoxaluria type 1 and type 2. So that is also oxalic acid that is produced from the glycine amino acid. Now most important product, that is choline. Choline, which is same as the acetylcholine. So means acetic acid plus choline, that will combine and make a acetylcholine. And for that choline formation, this glycine is also very important. So first glycine is converted into serine. So already we have discussed that how glycine is converted into serine. It is a reversible reaction. From the serine decarboxylation reaction, that will lead to the formation of ethanolamine, means ethanolamine. Now this ethanolamine that will combine with the methyl group will make methyl ethanolamine, dimethyl ethanolamine and trimethyl ethanolamine, and that is called as a choline. So choline is nothing but trimethyl ethanolamine, which is generated from the glycine. So glycine is also used for the formation of the choline molecule formation. This choline that can be utilized as a phosphatidylcholine or acetylcholine. So this choline that is also produced with the help of glycine amino acid. So that is a part of the one carbon pool. Now further from the choline, sometimes that betaine is generated, which is called a trimethyl glycine, and from that betaine sarcosine, which is called methyl glycine. So sometimes it is asked in the exam as a particular MCQ. So which one betaine is which kind of molecule? Then you have to remember betaine, that is trimethyl glycine, while sarcosine, that is methyl glycine molecule. So that whole cycle, glycine to choline and choline to back glycine, that is also considered a salvage pathway of the one carbon pool. So these all are the important products which are generated with the help of glycine amino acid. So that's all about how glycine is playing very important role for the formation of various molecule inside our body.